So yeah, here's our main agents app right now. This is the current prod version of it. It's updated a little bit over the past couple weeks, and a lot of that has been the direct result of your feedback. So again, thank you for that. To start with, you can choose a preset, or most people kind of start by making their own custom one, name it, give it a little bit of icon, and you can kind of give it a little bit of a direction for what you want the personality to be like. As we've talked about, this goes fully into a optimized agent setup. So it's going to come with things like Node.js, Python, a lot of like the building blocks that you're going to want to run an agent in a cloud environment. And as you can see here too, we also have optional skills that you can bring into things. So here are a few that I've been working with on my end. I'll just click Pinata API on here for now. And then we also have the ability to directly modify any of your agent workspace MD files before you boot it up, if that's going to be a prereq for starting up your agent. And you kind of want it to have a lot of direction before you even interact with it. So I'm going to keep things clean for now, but just be aware that this was added very recently. So if you do want to go in here, you can do that. Okay. Oh boy, looks like I forgot to add my agents, so or my skills. So let me go back here and get rid of that skill. But pretend I had that in the secrets manager. We'll ignore that. So on that note, though, while I'm jumping back and forth, one thing I'll point out here is the skills that we do have a part of that. We're trying to have like a native integration here where if a skill requires a certain env variable, we are going to actively point that out like I showed before. So it's not perfect yet, and we're still kind of trying to figure out how that works with things like ClawHub, but trying to come up with a standardization here that makes that work across the board. So if you guys have any thoughts, again, feedback is welcome. The simplest version of it, come in here, just choose your AI provider. So right now, Anthropic, OpenAI, and OpenRouter. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be adding a few more of these here in the very near future, and going to really try and make sure that we try and support as much of what OpenClaw supports out of the box. But that being said, if you don't see one here, we'll probably be adding like a, don't have one to start, and then we'll give you the ability to go in and modify for third-party ones that we may not support, but that is to be coming. So for now, I'll start with Anthropic, and you can see we have Telegram, Slack, Discord setups. I'm not going to go through these right now because they are a little bit unique to each one, but that should give you the idea of how you would deploy an agent. You'll kind of see what we're setting up here, and it should go relatively quick. We get all bug reports over basically our blogs have dead links in them, which if you've used our IPFS product, this actually solves that. But modern blogs don't really have a lot of that. So until IPFS takes over the world, we still haven't gotten it there. So this bot, I'm building it out right now to basically go scan blog posts and remove dead links so we don't get bug reports on those. Okay, so you can see here we have chat, and I can chat with the bot itself. Most recently asked it a question about the version it's running on. So we're running in Debian instances here, if you guys are curious for compatibility purposes. One other thing I'm going to point out here. So we have snapshots. These are what you can use to basically, as you make changes to your agent, you can see we take snapshots of the agent as files are modified. This one hasn't actually been changed yet, so there's really no diff available. But as we would change files, you would see that start to populate. And then you can kind of roll back as needed for your agent. If you were to ever break something, you can go back, click restore, and it's going to restore it to that last stable point in time. This is a relatively new. This is a get access tool that we have right here, where you're going to actually be able to connect into your agent and clone the entire repository to your local machine via Git. So if you really want to perform some deep surgery on the agent, you can do that. We're going to let you basically suck that into your local computer, open it up in your IDE, play with it as you will. And then when you're done, push it back up and your agent will have those updates. So, alrighty. So skills, was somebody asked about those. So skills, basically what they sound like, if you're familiar with the OpenClaw ecosystem, they all have skills that they can install. So this is a little bit in flux right now. It's changing kind of based on what we've heard from user feedback. So this may look a little bit different here in the near future, depending on kind of the changes that we make. But this does integrate we have local skills here, and then as you can come into here and you can see we do have a direct integration with ClawHub. So we could come into here and let's add self-improving agent, and we're going to add this to our library. You can also view it on ClawHub as well to see how. Well, I guess ClawHub is, oh, there it is. So you can go check out the source code, see how many stars and installs it's got, and see if it's safe. But if you like it, you can actually add that to your account library. So we're going to pull this down from ClawHub itself, and we're going to add that to your library for usage of all of your agents, so it kind of caches it on our end for faster installs. You notice that was a little slower than I probably would have liked. So now that's in our system, cached for you, you can come in here. Okay, let's go to our new raid dude setup, and let's add a skill. So we just added our self-improving agent. I can click that and actually just add it, and that's going to add it to the agent as something that I can now install and work with. Looks like it's already been added. So, hey, Pinata team, we might want to check on that a little bit quicker. Yeah, so this is now part of the agent. We can use that, and yeah, it's gonna be able to use it. I don't know what else to say there. So if you have questions, let me know. Private skills are going to be something we're going to be adding here in the future. So use your workspace. You can create your own skills. Let's say you don't want them on ClawHub. We'll give you the ability to upload those and add them to your agent and kind of separate them out. So you can have private skills for anything that's specific to your organization. Secrets, we have those here. You can add those as needed. So this is kind of like a joint secret store. Think of like in a HashiCorp vault. This is a place where you can store all of your joint secrets for your account, and then your agents can consume them from a central place. You don't need to re-enter them for each agent. So that kind of makes things a little bit better from the user experience side. Okay. Next up, this is a fun one I really want to point out. So in the era of things like registered agents, so think of protocols like ERC 8004, these agents are registered on public discovery layers. So when an agent does that, they're going to register a well-known agent card. They're going to basically announce, hey, you can reach out to me at this URL, domain, path, and I'm going to do this stuff. With OpenClaw, right, we wanted to let you guys do that as well. So you can come in here actually, and you can set up, so this is going to be our main port. that gets into your agent. But yeah, you can add in a new, let's put this on port 3000, and let's just say hello world. And let's add this route. So this is going to map to port 3000. And basically, let me copy this here. And I'm sorry, guys. I think my internet's running a little bit slow today, so bear with me. But you note here, this says this is public. So let's go in and let's chat with our agent, and let's say, make me a API running on localhost port 3000 that returns hello world when reached via get. So let's try that one more time. Let's actually go into here, chat itself. So this is a good note. I think we're getting some weird issues with our chat right now today. So if you ever do run into issues with your agent, you can come into the actual settings itself and basically chat out or reach. I'm thinking I may have put in a bad API key. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I know you guys are getting that. There it is. Okay. Yeah, you guys are getting the real raw, unfiltered experience. So, okay, perfect. Here we go. So this should be running, and it created an API for us. I actually copied that. Okay, let's go back and copy this. Copy URL. And we should, if nothing has failed on us, see hello world. I copied that wrong. As I said, I think my internet's running a little slow here today, guys. Sorry, I'm at the office, and there we go. Hello world. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, you guys can run your own apps here on these machines, and they can be pay-for apps via something like X402, MPP. You can register these out. Our lovely Matthias, who's on this channel afterwards, he's putting together an 8004 setup or skill that you guys can all use as well. So you can register these agents out and start making money, hopefully. And then also too, these do act as like webhook acceptance endpoints. So agent-to-agent communication was something we talked about earlier. If the method you're using for a cross-agent communication is something that wants to send like an actual API request to another agent via like a webhook or a message, this allows you to kind of create that up as an acceptance endpoint. So whether that's from another agent that's running on Pinata, or whether that's from an outside system that you have, like, hey, new customer just signed up for my app, send a webhook to my agent and he'll do stuff like send an email. You can do that, and that should be relatively straightforward. And you can see here, this preview actually just worked now because my internet is, again, sorry, moving slow. But we do this app preview setup. So if you can actually like view this in real time, or put that on the side. So as you're messing with your agent, it should be able to load up, and you can see an app preview. It's going to be a text preview for us right now, but yeah, that is how that works. So, okay, tasks. These are going to be your cron jobs that you can ask OpenClaw to set up. I don't have any off the top of my head right now, so use your imagination. But yes, as you can set these up, this goes both ways. So if you go into the actual OpenClaw setup here and make a cron job, that'll show up in the cron jobs tasks as well. So without, that's what we were waiting for. So we may need to do the device approval here. Lucas, do you know where I can approve that? Normally that has popped up.
Should it be approved automatically?
Okay.
Wondering if like the internet issue.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. All right then. So lastly, we do have a live console that you can use to chat with your agent here. We can do an ls command. You can kind of get an output of the agent itself. And then we also do have logs here that you can search through the logs as they've gotten them. So this can be useful for if you're ever running into like weird issues with your agent, you can kind of come in here and debug them. So that is what I got so far for y'all here. And again, more to come. I appreciate you guys working through the rough edges with us. We're OpenClaw's a little finicky, surprise, surprise. So we're really trying to take what we've done with IPFS, which is our main core business model, and take this thing that is technical and make it easy and kind of have some opinionated guide rails that kind of help you guys not need to worry about a lot of the dumb stuff that can break for your agents. And if things ever do break, like we can guide you guys down a path to help you fix your agent really quickly.